Okay, I'm sure we're gonna have people hopping on as we go through this information. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I record the session. Monisha say the music have you hyped during the curfew, right? Exactly. You got to create your own environment, man. You got to create your own vibes. And that's what it's about. It's about, and something I'd encourage you guys to do, it works for me, is whenever I'm about to do a conference call or I'm about to get on a training or, start to learn something, I always put myself in a good energy, a high frequency, because how you feel determines your results. So if you're feeling like in a funk, if you're feeling tired, if you're feeling down, and you don't do something to shift your state, you're going to stay in that funk. You're not going to really absorb the information at the frequency you need to absorb to really get it, so that you can really, it can sink in, embedded in your brain, and really be able to manifest it. Okay, y'all excuse my black lip. I've been eating a grape popsicle, so it's a little purple right now. All right. Let me see who I can annoy during this. Jerice, I'm gonna pick on you if that's cool, sis. I'm gonna make you co-host so you can kind of help me with the waiting room. Okay, so when I go and switch to sharing from my phone, you guys can definitely see. I mean, you can let everyone in for me. Before
No
we get
problem.
right into it, guys, I'm gonna actually log in from my phone really quickly. So once I get to that part of the training, you don't have to stop. Hang on 1 second. All right, perfect. All right, good, good stuff, good stuff. All right, guys, welcome to the call. My name is Sophia Lightbourne. Appreciate you guys for taking time out to hop on, especially such short notice and late night. But it's the start of a new trading week, and I know we have a lot of new teammates, a lot of new members who just joined our money family. And I wanted to make sure that we start the week off with a bang and make sure everyone has the basics, okay, the fundamentals and the foundation of how you're going to be able to make money. So a lot of you all who are here, we have a trading aspect, which is the skill set of being able to make money in the largest financial market in the world. And then we also have a business side. So a lot of times we're going to have different trainings on both trading and business building. Okay. So tonight's call is just based on helping every single one of you actually be in a position where you can start getting results immediately. Okay. And in our business, the good thing about what we do, y'all, is results equals money. Okay. Results is money. All right. So go ahead and drop that in the chat. The results that we get in our business is what? Let me see if y'all awake. Okay. What's the results that we get in our business? Y'all can feel all right. It's money. All right. That's the good thing about this. It's really exciting to be a part of this, because I didn't know that we can make money this way. No one taught us in school that we could be investing money and making money on a daily basis, and not having to physically clock into a job to make money. We weren't taught this stuff. But it's better late than never, right? Now that we've got access to the information, we got to make sure that we're getting the results that we're looking for. All right. So I want you to really, understand. I want to set the expectation there for you all. Okay, you've already invested in yourself and your skill set. You've invested into the platform. You're invested into learning how to do this. Now, what I want you to understand is that you've got to make sure that you're doing your due diligence to get the most out of the platform. See, signing up and enrolling in the academy is only step one. Just because you signed up don't mean you're gonna make money, right? There's some things that's required on your end to make sure that that happens. One of those things is getting on calls like these, where you're going to actually learn, how to do different things. All right. We're going to show you how to use the MetaTrader 4 app, which is going to be the money app. You got to also make sure that you're taking an hour a day and diving into the academy, learn the information. Okay. You got multi-million dollar information now at your fingertips. Make sure you tap into it. Don't just go to work and come home and Netflix and chill. Netflix don't pay your bills. You got access to information now that can put money in your pocket. Make sure that you're taking advantage of it. All right. So tonight, what we're going to talk about is the MetaTrader 4 app. So everybody on this call, I know we got some people who just started today, but everyone should have this app downloaded. Okay. It's the MetaTrader 4 app. You can get it on your app store, your Google Play Store. Okay. It's a free app. It looks like this on your desktop, on your phone. This right here. Okay. This is the MetaTrader 4 app. If you don't have that app downloaded yet, drop a 1 in the chat. Okay, and y'all be interactive. Don't be scared. This is a safe place. The goal is for you to tell me now what you need so we can get you a result. Don't act like you got it and you don't have it, because you're hurting yourself. All right. Our goal is to help you make money. So if you're missing something, just stop me. Just let me know. That's what we're here for. That's the whole point of this, is support. All right. So if you don't have MetaTrader on your phone as yet, go ahead and drop some 1s in the chat. Okay. If you have it downloaded already, go ahead and drop some 2s. Got to make sure I need to know who I'm talking to. All right. I ain't see no 1s or no 2s, so y'all sleeping. Okay, there we go. All right, cool. I see the 2s coming in. Okay, I see more people on the call than 2s in the chat. So that means some of y'all ain't responding. I don't know, guys. All right, I see more 2s coming in. Okay, so I'm gonna take it to say it's safe to say that most of you guys have MetaTrader 4 on your phone. Okay, those of you guys who haven't responded, you must be busy. All right. So what I want to do is make sure everyone has MetaTrader 4. So I can see that you guys have it on your phone. All right. That's the app that's required to make money trading. So I need y'all to understand that this app is the only app that you use to trade Forex. And if you don't have this app downloaded and you don't understand how to use this app, you can't make money. So I want you to put it in your mind right now that I got to learn how to use this app. I got to get effective at using MetaTrader. My dog is chirping, y'all. I mean, listen, I know this is too much information, but this is one of the cons of working from home. He is literally trying to get my clothes out the laundry basket and he's like fighting with it. What is your problem, dude? All right. All right. So you got to learn how to use this app effectively. So tonight I'm going to show you how to navigate the app, how to use it. Most of you guys who are new, y'all know that we have a copy paste profit system, which means that there's educators who give out trade ideas every day. There's actually teammates that we have that give out trade ideas every day. Our goal is to send you trade signals, okay? Which means that these are people who understand the markets. They know how to analyze the markets, and they're making an informed decision on what's going to happen in the market, and we can place those trades. So what that means is that while you're brand new and you don't understand nothing about the markets, you can still leverage the expertise of someone who's been doing this longer than you, okay? And be able to make money. Remember this, our whole goal here is to help you earn while you learn. In life in general, typically you got to learn first, then you can earn. Not here. We help you to earn first while you're learning, okay? So y'all, what's our motto? Earn and learn, okay? I need y'all to understand that our whole goal is to earn while you're learning. So we're going to show you how to read the trade signals that come out in the Telegram groups, how to place them in your MetaTrader 4, and how to make money, all right? Great thing about it is right as we were hopping on, one of our 6-figure traders, Mr. Gilberto Kennedy, he actually just dropped a trade signal in the group for the entire team. So we're going to actually practice placing that tonight, okay? So what I need you guys to understand is this. There's 2 accounts that you should have set up. And once again, y'all be interactive with me, okay? You're going to have a demo account set up if you're new, which is fake money, but you're able to take real trades. So it's going to simulate exactly what would happen for you. Close it off, please. Exactly what would happen for you if you were placing this trade with your real money. So you get to actually see what would happen in the markets if you place this trade, but it's fake money, okay? This is where you're going to practice. This is where you're going to learn. Now, if you're on the call and you've already funded your account with live money, you want to make sure that you know what you're doing in your demo before you start trading your live money. You don't want to make mistakes and be trying to figure it out with your money, okay? Do that with your demo. What I recommend, and you don't have to follow my recommendation, okay, is I recommend that you trade demo, especially with the signals. Trade demo for your first day or 2. I used to tell people before a week, but I want you making money your first week. I'm just saying, y'all cool with that? I don't want you to have to wait a week before you make money. I want you making money your first 72 hours. Honestly, that's just me. So I'm gonna say your first day demo. so that you can get used to the app, because it's really not that difficult to use it once you understand. Once you understand how to place the trades in your demo account, because you're just copying and pasting, fund your live account. Put some money in your live account. The great thing about what we're doing is you can actually start trading with as little as $50. So you can put as much money as you want in your trading account, but you can put as little as 50 real money to be able to start. Okay. I'm gonna see if I could have some people go ahead and drop in the chat, guys. If you're not one of the, if you're a little seasoned on the team, share with everybody kind of what's been one of your biggest trading days. And guys, I'm a type of person, you don't have to make thousands of dollars to impress me trading. If you make $5 from your phone, that's a win, because we never knew how to make no money from our phone. I'm just saying. So something one of my mentors said, right? I heard it on a call today. He said, it's not about how much money you make, it's about how you make your money. So a lot of times people don't want to say, hey, I made $20 trading. They think it's not enough. But think about it. A lot of us had to go to work for 2 or 3 hours to make 20 bucks, but you made $20 trading from your phone in 10 minutes. Y'all see the perspective, right? It ain't about the money, about how much. It's about how you made it. You made it sitting in the bed, chilling. Okay. When I first started this, what blew my mind about, this opportunity and why I was like, yo, I got to take this serious and I got to put people on, is I copied and pasted a signal in my phone. I made $163 in 15 minutes. Now that ain't like life-changing income, but guys, at the time I was working a job that was paying me less than $20 an hour. So I would have had to go to work for a full day to make 160. I did it just like how I'm chilling in my bed with my phone. I made $163. I blew my mind. I was like, hold up, wait, this is a whole new world, a whole new way to make money. So it's not about how much you make, guys, it's how you make it. So if you're on this call right now, right, I know we have mostly new people, but if anyone is on here who has made any amount of money trading with your live account, okay, just drop a dollar amount. How much have you made trading? Okay, what has been your biggest day? Okay, how much money have you made in a day? My biggest day to date, guys, right, because I'm still a conservative trader, I made $300 in a day. I was excited because I never worked a job that paid me that, just being honest. So that's my biggest day, $300. We've got people on the team who do $1,000 days all the time, $4,000 days. But think about this. Imagine if you could copy and paste the signals like I'm about to teach you how to do right now, and you could make $50 to $100 a day from home. Would that be able to help you out? Yes or no? Y'all talk to me in the chat. Yes or no? Would that be able to, alleviate some stress? Yes, right? Think about it. Think about it, y'all. I know I got a lot of people from the Bahamas on the call, right? From back home. Y'all, I'm a realist. I hope it's cool for me to be transparent with y'all and keep it 100, right? Back home, the minimum wage is $210. Okay? Let's just break down some numbers and then we can get into the app because it's not going to take us long at all. $210 per week. A normal work week is what, 40 hours, right? That's $5.25 an hour. Okay? That's what most people go to work for. $5.25 an hour. Okay? Just keep that number in your head. So if you can learn through this skill set how to make more than $5 an hour trading, you're already matching what you're doing at your job. I remember when I was showing someone, one of my good friends, some of y'all might know him, Tico T. He's a DJ from Freeport. When I was showing him the business, when he first started, I was live on a Zoom with him in a live trade, and I made $20 in 20 seconds. Blew his mind. He was sold. He was like, yo, you just made $20 in 20 seconds. Think about it. Most jobs you have to work, right? 4 hours to make $20. 4 hours at a job you don't like with people you don't care about. This skill set can show you how to do that in seconds, in minutes. Even if you were to make $20 in an hour in a trade, you're still doing a lot better than your job. Now, I'm not saying quit your job, guys, okay? Because this is a process, but I'm just trying to show you the value, okay? I'm trying to show you what's possible for you when you understand and you really take this serious. See, if y'all never even learned the skill, which I want all of you to learn, but if you never did, and you just copied and pasted your weight, you still good. I'm gonna just be honest. But what's gonna happen is you're gonna start off copying and pasting. Then when you see you made money based on that trade, you ain't gonna have to depend on Gilberto to drop a signal or for me to send something in the group from one of the products. You're gonna want to be able to make money around the clock. So that's when you're gonna say, hey, I gotta learn the skill so I can be the signal. If that's making sense to you guys so far, I dropped some sevens. I want to make sure y'all are awake, okay? If you guys can see, and just envision the magnitude of what we have here, drop some sevens. All right, good. All right, see the sevens coming in, awesome. All right, and as we go through this information, y'all, I want you to, take notes, write down some stuff. I'm gonna post a recording so that you can access this again, okay? And we're gonna have trainings like these all the time. So don't think that this training is happening tonight and it won't happen ever again. We're constantly have new people joining the family. So we got to make sure that our new people know how to do this. And if you're on the call and you're a person who wants to build a business, right? Which means you want to build a team and put other people onto this information, you got to get on these calls so you can be able to do this with your group. Because our goal is to make sure everyone who joins us gets paid. I don't want you guys to just sign up to our academy for fun. I want you to sign up to this academy and make some money. Okay, that's the goal. And I want you to make money as quickly as possible. All right, so let's dive into it. Okay, let me go ahead and hop on my MetaTrader 4 app. So let me share my screen. Let's see if you guys can see. All right, good stuff. All right, so MetaTrader 4 app, okay? And y'all, I apologize in advance if people be texting me and stuff be popping up. My phone don't stop, okay? All right, I literally have to put my phone on the floor when I'm going to bed because it be shaking all night, making noise, put it in the next room. Y'all know how it is. So you wanna go to your MetaTrader 4 app, okay? Which is right here on your screen, all right? When you open your MetaTrader 4 app, it's gonna look like this. This is your quotes screen. All this means, all these numbers and these letters and these crazy things that make no sense to you are, these are the different currency pairs that we're able to trade on the foreign exchange market. So if you scroll up, right, you'll see like the first one here says AUD/USD. That's the Australian dollar versus the US dollar. You're gonna learn about all these pairs and all of these things when you go through the academy. Some of you guys haven't started the academy yet. Some of you are already going through the academy, but just know that those letters are your currencies, okay? That's your currency pairs. The numbers to the right are the what we call the price, okay? Because remember, guys, we're basically exchanging currencies, and every single currency has an exchange rate. Those numbers are the current exchange rates, okay? Now, if you're looking at your phone and yours doesn't look like mine, it might look like this. At the top, you see where it says simple? All of your numbers are gonna look like this. They look the same. The reason I like advanced is because it makes two numbers bigger, okay? See how the 13 and the 15 are bigger? That's what we need to focus on when we're trading, because that's the difference in price that we care about to equate to our money. All of that's gonna make sense, guys, as we go through this. Remember this. I want y'all to write this down. And I took this from another leader, Chairman 750. Like he said, when you're going through this process, guys, even if you don't understand today, right now, eventually it'll all make sense, okay? So just know that. Just know this is gonna make sense, all right? What happened just now? What happened to my, let's see, guys. What happened? My phone just cut me off, okay? It all makes sense. Okay, y'all see me again, right? I'm just checking out, look at it. I'm in a trade right now, look, all my trades in blue. Ain't no big money, but $11 while I'm talking to y'all. Some people had to go to work for 2 hours to make that. Look, it just went up. $13, almost $14 right now while I'm talking to y'all. This is the power of the skill set. We'll see where we at by the end of the call. So back at the quote screen, okay? This is where your quotes are, all your currency pairs. So every time a trade idea is sent out in the groups, okay? In our Telegram groups, it's gonna tell you which pair we're trading, okay? It's gonna tell you which pair we're trading. So I'll go to an actual signal that just came out in the group. Everyone should be in this group. If you're not, just let me know, or let your sponsor know, or let me know and I'll add you guys tonight. This group right here. It's called the Run the Play to 100K trading group. So this is the signal that was dropped for the night. How do you know? In the group, guys, look, you can see it's a trade idea. It was dropped November 22nd. That's today at 10:51. That's just a couple minutes ago, like half an hour ago. Okay? This is how the trades look. All you got, you can ignore the thing that says 4-hour time frame. All that means is that this chart that he has here is a 4-hour chart. You learn more about that as you go through the academy. I'm just showing you the things you need to look for now to make money, okay? So the first thing you do when you see a trade come in, you look at the time. You want to make sure, see what time it is now and what time the trade was sent to see if how long ago it was, okay? Now, what do you look for? You want to see what currency pair this signal is about. It says GBP USD, okay? I'm gonna drop this in the chat too, guys, just so I can see it when I go back to my trading app, okay? So it's GBP USD. The type of trade, you see it right underneath, it says sell limit. It's a sell limit trade, okay? And I'll show you this in a minute. It's a sell limit. The entry price is here. Everything that you need to place a trade, guys, they give you. So the entry price is going to be 1.34712. Stop loss, okay, SL or stop loss is what you'll see. Stop loss is 1.35181, and take profit, okay? And you can see here, he has 5 different take profits. I'll explain that to you in a second. But just think about it. I'm just going to go for the first one for now, just for this example. Take profit 1 is going to be 1.34512, okay? This is how the trade looks. This is literally all the information you need to place the trade. Now, here's what you need to do, okay? Once the trade comes, guys, here's what you want to do. You want to go to your MetaTrader app, and I'm literally going to show you all how simple this is, okay? And I'm going to do a couple examples. Go to your MetaTrader app, scroll through your list here, and look for the pair that they gave. So the pair that was given was GBP USD. I have it in the chat, okay? So we're going to scroll through and look for GBP USD. Okay, let's see where it is. 4th line, you see it right here. Boom. You press it. It's going to give you a little pop-up. It's going to give you the option to trade. So we're going to trade. We're going to hit trade. Boom. It brings you to a trade screen. Okay, y'all see this? Now you see at the top where it says market execution. There's 5 different types of trades. Okay, but here's what, so in this next line, it tells you what type of trade it is. It's a sell limit. Here it says market execution. So you want to click there and look, it gives you all the different options. What are we going to select, guys? Drop it in the chat. What are we going to select based on what this trade idea gave us? What are we selecting from this list, guys? Sell limit. Exactly. So you literally click sell limit, right? Boom. Then go back to the trade and type in the number. So entry price is where it says price. And on an Android, guys, it's a little bit different, but it's almost the same. On Android, I think it's going to be like a blue line for price. To the left, it's going to be a red line, which is going to symbolize stop loss. And to the right, it's going to be a take profit line in green. Okay. All right. So that's the only difference, but you're typing the numbers in. And what I want you guys to do once we're moving forward is I'm going to have you guys drop your, like before you actually place a trade, screenshot your trade screen like this, drop it in the group so we can make sure that you're good before you place it. Okay. This is what we're here for, to hold each other accountable and make sure we help one another. So here's what we're going to do. You literally come to where it says price. You type the number that was given for entry, 1.34712. Okay, cool. Stop loss. You go to the stop loss field. On an iPhone, it's right here. On an Android, it's going to be to the left. It's going to be a red line. Okay, just always remember red for stop, green for go, green for target or profit. Okay. Stop loss is 35181. And the take profit is going to be 1.34512. Okay. This number up here is called your lot size, where it says 0.1. You're going to learn more about that in the academy. Okay. And I'm going to do something before we get off to tell you what lot size you should be trading based on how much money you have in your account. But for everyone who's brand new tonight, just trade 0.01s to get your feet wet. You're not going to get rich off 0.01s. You're not going to be able to buy a Mercedes off 0.01. This is just for you to get used to it. But as you start to understand what you're doing, we can always increase the lot size. And we have some rules to make sure that you're not over leveraging or risking too much money in a trade. Okay, it'll all make sense, guys. We're not going too deep. I just want to show you how to place the trade. So for right now, keep this to 0.01. Type the numbers that came out in the trade, okay? And then you hit the place button. Boom. Look at this. Guys, we're now in an active trade. So ignore this one that I have here, okay? This GBP USD is the one I just put. Okay.
Huh?
All right, cool. So can you guys hear me? Yeah, all right. So if you look at the trade is now, the trade is here, but I'm not in an active trade. Here's how you know if a trade is active, guys. When you see blue or red, that means that you're in an active trade. So you see how my numbers over here are blue? This is profit. This is money I'm making. So right now I'm $9.41 in profit. Blue, guys, you're gonna see us talk about it all the time in our groups, but you want to see blue screens. Blue means you're making money. Red means you're not in profit. But don't worry if sometimes you get in the trade and it starts red. Don't worry about it. Just trust the analysis. You don't have to babysit your phone. You don't have to watch it. Okay? I'm going to show you in a call tomorrow how this app is automated. Okay? But for tonight's lesson, I just want to show you how to place the trades that are coming out in the groups. All right? So look at this GBP USD, the sell limit we just placed down here that I'm touching. You notice at the right side, the numbers are black. It's not blue or red. That means that the trade is not active yet. Okay? So usually when you see something that says a sell limit, and you're going to learn this in the academy, sell limit, sell stop, buy limit, buy stop, that means that this trade isn't ready yet, but once it's activated, you're going to see it turn blue or red. Right now, it's not activated yet because price hasn't got to the entry price yet. Don't worry about all of this, but it's not ready yet. So right now, when you see black, you're still waiting. Now, when you check this your phone in the morning, if this is blue or red, you know the trade is active. You're in a trade. So these 3 trades up here, I'm in active trades because they're blue. Does that make sense so far, guys? Yes or no? Okay, drop some yeses or some no's. And if you don't get it, that's cool too. But let me know, yes or no. Awesome, I see some yeses. And I see enough yeses. All right, cool. All right, so I'm in an active trade. So now here's something I want to share with you all. When you see a trade idea coming, like in this group here, okay, and you're going to see this all the time. You're going to see where it says take profit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, multiple take profits. In your trading app, you can only place one take profit at a time. And let me explain what take profit is. Take profit means think about it as your target. Okay, you're in a trade and you want price to go to this target, and when it gets there, it's going to take you out of the trade in profit. That's what it means. It means that's what you want. Close me out. So let's say you enter a trade and where your take profit is, it's going to give you, I'm just going to use dollar amounts to make it easy for you guys. Let's say it's going to, make you $20. Okay. Let's say $20. When it gets to your $20 mark, it's going to close the trade out with your $20. You don't have to be watching your phone. You could be at work. You don't even have to have your phone on. Once you're in the trade and that happens, the trade is going to close out itself with your money in the bank. Okay. With your money stored in your broker account. Now, what a stop loss is kind of a safety mechanism when you're trading. So let's just say price is here, and I'm just using this for visual. Let's just say price is right here in my hand, and our goal is for price to go up here. If price gets here, you just made $20. Let's say. But y'all know how the markets is. It's not always going to go in our direction. So let's say instead of it getting here, price goes the opposite way. It starts going down. You don't want to keep losing money. So a stop loss says, hey, when price gets to $5 or to this limit right here, take me out the trade with that loss. Don't let me keep losing. Does that make sense? If that doesn't, that's cool, because I'll go over it again. But do you kind of grasp what I'm saying? So in a trade, if we're expecting price to go, this is where we're at now, and we're expecting price to get here, this is going to be $20 in profit, okay? But let's just say price does not go in our direction. Instead, it goes down. You don't want it to keep going, 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 going. You keep losing everything. You want to set a parameter that says, hey, stop me from losing anymore at this point. Okay? That's why this is so cool. It's because if you got $50 in your account, and let's say you're in a trade and you're trying to make $10, right, in a particular trade, and you're only willing to risk $2 to make 10, you know for a fact you could go about your day with that trade, because the worst that's going to happen is you lose $2. See, most people, before they get involved in this and they understand how this works, they think if they put $50 in the trading account, they place a trade, they can lose the whole 50. That's not going to happen, because you have something called a stop loss that's going to stop you at whatever parameter you set. And we're going to show you proper risk management to show you exactly how to do that, right? That's what stop loss is. So where you see the numbers that they gave us, that's to say, hey, if price goes the opposite direction, when it gets to this point, just get me out the trade. But take profit means when price goes in our direction, in our favor, towards our target, right? When it gets to that target, get me out with my money. Secure the bag, okay? Secure the bag. So when you see these multiple take profits, all right, let me bring my screen up again. When you see multiple targets, it's just saying you're going for more and more money, okay? Now, what I recommend as newbies, guys, my goal is to help you guys make money, okay? I wanna see y'all make money. So don't be greedy. Don't go for the highest take profit. Don't go for take profit 5, because our target one is gonna give you what we call 20 pips. Guys, if you don't understand what I'm talking about with pips, get in the 100 series of the Academy. All of this is gonna make sense, okay? But you don't even need to know what this means to make money, okay? Just copy and paste these bad boys and figure out why you're making money after you made it. But start taking these trades. So take profit 1 is gonna guarantee you 20 pips, okay? If you go for take profit 2, you're going for some more pips. You're going for 40. Take profit 3, 60 pips. Take profit 4, 80. Take profit 5, 100. So as a new person, guys, don't be greedy and try to go for the most. Just get the secure bag. Okay, it's like, y'all know in basketball, you know, like trying to make a layup is like the easiest shot you can make. That's what take profit 1 is. It's like the layup. Take profit 2 is like making a shot from the free throw line. Take profit 3 and beyond is like trying to shoot a 3-pointer. Like, yeah, you're gonna get more points for the 3-pointer, but why not just go for the easy shot to make sure you score? Does that make sense, guys? If that makes sense, drop some ones in the chat. Okay, if that makes sense, drop some ones in the chat. As a newbie, okay, secure your money. As a newbie, just go for take profit 1. So when these trades are coming out, don't worry about take profit 3 and 4 and 5. Just go for take profit 1, because you want to start to build confidence. Like, yo, I just made money. I don't care if it's $5. Guys, our mentors who are now doing $50,000 a month, when they first started this, their first profit was 81 cents. And they was jumping up and down like they made 81 million. You know why? Because they made it from their phone. How many of your friends, your family members are making money from their cell phone? They only spending money on their phone. But you're doing something different, so every small win is a win. So I want to see everyone start to take these trades, copy and paste these trade ideas, start making $2, $3, $5, $8, $20. Soon it'll be $80, $200, $2,000. You're gonna build to that. But as a new person, make your $2, $3, $5 with these trade ideas. Okay? So that's how that works. That's how you read the trade. But let's do one more. Okay, let's do one more. I'm gonna go ahead and place, let me see. There's another trading group that we have, Doc's group. Gee, they dropped a lot of trades in here today. Okay, here's one that just came through. Boom. From an educator, okay, from Swipe Trades. So here it comes in. What's the pair? So oh, y'all can't see my screen, sorry. Why does it keep cutting me off? Okay, I'm gonna drop this, okay? I'm gonna show you guys a trade idea that came in from one of the products that we have access to. I want y'all to tell me what's the currency pair that's being traded. So what currency pair is being traded in this product? Okay, drop it in the chat. This one ain't hard because it's the biggest thing on your screen. What pair? USD JPY. Okay, how do you know? It's huge on your screen. Okay, USD JPY. Now look, see where it says order type underneath? It's a buy by market. Always remember this. If you see USD, if you see buy by market, It's always market execution. You might want to write that in your notes, okay? You know how it was sell limit? Whenever you see a order type say buy by or sell by market, okay, or they might say market X, they're just meaning market execution. So that's just telling you what you need to choose from that little drop down. So for this one, guys, it's buy by market. It's a market execution, okay? It's gonna tell you the numbers, okay? This is an execution. So that means that market execution means that you wanna buy it right now, okay? That means that we're entering this trade right now. So we're gonna actually go ahead and do this. Let me just drop this in the chat. In the chat really quickly so I can see. So this is a buy market. And usually when you see a buy by market, they won't tell you an entry price, just because that means you're pressing the button on your phone right now. Okay, so whatever price is that. So stop loss is going to be 103.555, and take profit is going to be 103.955. Okay, so let's go to our phone. Let's go to MetaTrader. Okay, what am I going to do? Go to my quote screen. I'm going to look for that currency pair, USD JPY. Let's look for it. Boom. Here it is right here. See it here? Boom, I press on it, what comes up? Trade, okay? Look at what's at the top. It says sell limit. Does this trade signal say that it's a sell limit? No, it said it's a buy by market. And what did I say that means? Market execution. So you click here and you wanna choose. You wanna choose market execution. Now it asks for stop loss and take profit. So let's just enter those numbers. Stop loss is 103.555. Take profit is 103.955. Okay. My account size is a little bigger, so I'm gonna just go for a higher lot size just because I want y'all to see the movement a lot faster. Okay. And it's a buy by market. So what am I gonna press at the bottom here, guys? Buy by market. It ain't rocket science. Like, we can literally think through this. So put the stop loss number in, put the take profit number in, and hit buy by market. Boom. I'm in a trade. Now look at this one here, USD JPY. Is this an active trade? Yes or no? Yes or no, and why? Is USD JPY an active trade, and how did you know? Let's see who's been listening. Okay, Johnny says yes. How did you know it's an active trade, Johnny? It's not black, it's red. That's what I'm talking about. It's red, okay? So even though we're red, which means we're not currently winning the trade, that don't mean close the trade out. It's cool. Almost 99% of trades you enter, guys, are gonna start you out in the red for a little bit. That's okay. Don't trip, don't trip. We're in this trade, and I'm gonna, if you guys have, does everyone have their demo account set up? If you have your demo account set up right now, guys, I want everyone to go place that trade in their phone right now. Go to USD JPY and place this buy by market right now. That way we can see what happens tomorrow, okay? We can see what happens with this trade overnight, because these trades, we don't know how long we're gonna be in the trade. We could be in the trade an hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, 15 minutes, who knows, okay? So if visually, guys, this is what it means. See where my green line is? That's where I entered the trade to buy, at that line. And my goal is for my TP, or take profit, is at this red line. So my goal is for price. You see the little candle at the bottom, the little rectangle? I want that to eventually get all the way to the top, okay? I'll do this. Let me take a screenshot. Let me mark up on it. So my goal, okay, the goal here is this buy is where I entered the trade, and price is currently down here by this little red candle. But I want this to end up all the way up here. Once it get here and hit that line, it's gonna take me out the trade with money. I just want money. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you guys? Okay. And I'll show you it from the opposite end. Let me go to a smaller time frame so you guys can see my stop loss. So y'all see the second line to the bottom that says SL? I don't know if you guys can see it too good because it's really small. Let me see if I turn my phone this way. It's even worse. Yeah, no, let me turn it back this way. Okay. The bottom number to the down here, stop loss, that's my stop loss. So that's basically saying if price doesn't go up to my target, oh, y'all can't see what I'm doing here. Hold on. If price doesn't go up, here is where I make money, and where that dotted line was down here, if price goes in the opposite direction and hits that number, now I'm going to lose whatever that is. But I'm setting how much that is. I'll show you how to set that. But for right now, just trust the educators. I'm going to show you all a risk management feature right now, which might go over your heads, but it's going to be really cool when you understand it. But I just want to make sure that you guys at this point can at least kind of understand when you see a trade come out in one of the groups, what you need to do on your phone. Yes or no? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Yeah, I see some ones. All right, cool. All right, cool. If you're on this page here, y'all, and you don't see the currency pair that was called in a trade, that just means that you need to add it to your screen. How do you add it to your screen? You just click the plus over here, okay? And you go and find the currency. So let's say we were talking about another Forex pair. So you go to Forex crosses. And let's say I was one of the trades that came out, say AUD CAD. It wasn't on your main screen. So you press that plus and you come here and look for it and press the plus. Hit done. Now, if you come to your main screen, there it is down there. Now you can place the trade. So if something's not on your main quote screen, that just means you need to add it. Click the little plus and you look for it. Scroll through all these folders till you can find them. Okay. It'll normally say FX because that's Forex. Can you explain the difference with buy and sell? Definitely. Okay. So remember this, y'all. Okay. Remember this. Let me pull up my whiteboard really quickly. Really quickly. I got you. And don't think of buy and sell as in when you buy and selling products. Just think about it in directions. Remember that in Forex, in trading, what we're doing is we're basically speculating, okay, on the direction of the market. So that's what's important to us, the direction of the market, okay? We're speculating on the direction of the market, all right? So what does that mean? That means that we're either expecting price to go up, price to go down, okay? That's the only options. Price can either go up or can go down. If you speculate that price is gonna go up, you are gonna be going in, the kind of trade you're gonna be placing is a buy, okay? If you're speculating that price is gonna go down, you're looking to sell. I want y'all to try, I know this is gonna be hard because it's gonna make sense as you get deeper in the academy, but for right now, for where we are, try to ignore everything else you can think about with buying and selling and up, and just try to think about this. If you think that the price is gonna go up, you wanna buy. If you think it's gonna go down, you wanna sell, okay? If you think it's gonna go down, you wanna sell. If price is gonna go up, you wanna buy it. Now, the best way I can kind of use an analogy, and I hope I don't mess this up and make this more confusing, right? Is think about real estate, okay? Let's think about real estate for a second, y'all. If you buy a house today, okay, let's say you buy house A, and let's say house A costs $10,000, okay, today. But something happens in that community. They put a Walmart there, right? They open a new hospital. You know, the value of that neighborhood is going up, right? And what do you think is going to happen to the value of house A? The price of house A is going to go up. Does that make sense? Because that community is getting, built up and developed, the value of that community is going up. So that means that the house is probably going to be valued more. So if you had more money, you should buy more houses because the value of the house is going to go up. Does that make sense? It's like you always want to buy stuff when, okay, even let's make it even simpler. Let's think about when you go to the grocery store and let's say this week they got, and I'm just being real ratchet right now. Let's say they got tuna on sale, right? let's say they got tuna on sale for the low. You know that, Star Kiss tuna usually costs $1 a can. But you go to the grocery store today and they for 25 cents. What do you usually do? You're going to buy a whole lot of them because it's low, because you know next week the price could probably be higher. Does that make sense? You want to buy a lot of stuff when the price is lower. So when you see the market and you're expecting price to go higher, you want to get in. You want to buy that market because your value is going to go up. The same thing is for the reverse, right? If you go to the store and let's say you buy this iPhone, right? And let's say right now someone offers you $1,000 for your iPhone, but you know that iPhones typically cost $500. If someone offering you $1,000 for it, highest price, what you gonna do? You gonna sell it because you know you probably never gonna get that high price again. So you're expecting the value to go down, so you want to be selling it before the value goes down. You want to buy before the value goes up. Does that make sense, or make it a little bit clearer, Johnny? So just always remember, when price is going up, you want to buy. When price is going down, you want to sell. And when we start to do some more chart work in different trainings, and when you start to get deeper in the academy and get on some go live sessions, those things are going to start to click a lot more. But just remember, buy is up, sell is down. Okay, that's all you want to do. If you're expecting price to go up, you're buying. You're expecting sell to go down. So in our example just now, sounds like it's just a term for that direction. That's exactly what it is. That's why I say try to forget buying and selling and the concept of actually buy it. Just think about it as direction. Buying is up, selling is down. That's if you just think about that, everything you learn or hear in the academy now, when you think just in direction, you're gonna be like, all right, now this ain't confusing. All right, good stuff, good stuff. Thanks for asking that question. That's a great question, by the way. All right. Now here's the last thing I want to go over with you guys tonight. No, I won't even go over that. So let me see. Should I? Yeah, y'all could. Some of my older folks on the call probably would appreciate this little nugget. This is something I just got, and I think it'll be so valuable for risk management. It's like, remember when we were looking at the trade screen, when I told you everyone to just do 0.01, the lot size, which is how much you can risk. That's determined based on how much money you have in your account. So if someone has $50 in their account, their lot size is going to be smaller than someone who has $500 in their account. And that lot size is going to be smaller than someone who has $5,000 in their account. So your lot size is based on how much you can afford, to lose while using proper risk management. So I'll break that down for y'all really quickly, and then we out of here. Okay? Then we out of here. So here's the formula. All of my old folks who've been on, who are not new to the academy, like my Jeresis and my Claudines and Mo's and Evie, y'all and Krishna, you guys, Mo, y'all gonna appreciate this. My new folks, this might be a little much, and we're gonna do a whole call on this, okay? On risk management. But I just want to give you guys a rough idea. So here's a risk management formula. This is how you know what is the lot size you need to be trading based on what account, what's in your account. Okay, here's how to know what lot size to trade based on your account. Okay, based on your money. It's really, really simple, and it's going to make it down easy. Now, no one will be over leveraging and blowing accounts. Okay, so what you got to do is remember that we always teach, and you'll learn about this in the academy more, guys. But we say never risk more than 5% of your account, balance at any time. Okay, in a trade, and this will all make sense. We usually say average stop loss in any trade is about 30 pips. Okay, so now let me show you how you work this out. You might want to write that down. Never risk more than 5% of your account, and your stop loss, an average stop loss, is going to always be around 30 pips in any trade. Okay, usually with the trades that Mr. Gilberto Kennedy sends out, he usually uses a 30 pip stop loss, so it matches the same formula. So here's how you figure this stuff out. The first thing you got to say is how much money is in your account. Okay, that's the first thing. So let's just say you start with an account balance of $50. Okay. Now, if you know that you're never risking more than 5%, how much is 5% of $50? Okay. How much is 5% of $50? Someone drop it in the chat for me. 5% of 50. 50 times 5%. Someone drop it in the chat. Okay. Let's see one answer. Let's see if anyone else got it. The answer is $2.50. Okay. And how do I know that? It's just $50 times 5% on my calculator. I ain't that smart. I just use a calculator. Okay. $2.50. Okay. $2.50. So that means that if you have a $50 account, guys, you cannot afford to lose more than $2.50 in any trade. Now, I know that sounds like so small, but guys, the account is small. Okay. If this was $500, then it would be $25. So we can do a couple examples, but in a $50 account, 5% risk is $2.50. Okay. Now here's how you use this formula. Okay. This is the formula, guys. Jerice, y'all gonna be so happy for this. Mo, y'all gonna be so happy for this. Okay. All you want to do, okay, this is the formula, is take your risk dollar amount and divide it by your stop loss in pips. Okay, I'll show you all that in a minute. And then you divide that entire number by 10. Okay, don't worry about that. That's the formula though. Okay, guys, so here it is. Let's use this example. Okay, the risk amount in this example is how much? $2.50, right? That's 5% in dollars. You don't want to put 5%. You want to figure out what 5% of your account balance is. That's $2.50. You want to divide it by 30 pips because that's what we're using for a stop loss. Okay, let's do the math. 250 divided by 30, okay, is 0.083333, right? Now, when you get that number, you want to divide that number by 10. That gives you 0.08. If you round that 0.008, okay, can you trade a 0.008? No, so you can only trade the smallest lot size, which is a 0.01. So if you are trading a $50 account, guys, using proper risk management, you should never be trading more than a 0.01. If you are, you're risking too much. You're not using proper risk management. Let me show you all this in another example. If we had $100 in our account, what's 5% of a $100 account, guys? Okay, what's 5% of $100? A $100 account. $5, right? Boom. Okay, so if you have a $100 account, 5% risk is $5. So now look at our formula. This is our formula here. Okay, this is our formula here. Let me bring it back down here. Okay, risk amount is what? $5. We're going to divide it by the stop loss, which is 30 pips. Okay. What would that give us? $5 divided by 30 pips is 0.166666. Okay. Then we divide that by 10. And what does it give us, guys? 0.016. So you should be trading a 0.01, maximum 0.02 if you round it up. Now I'm in school, y'all. If the number to the right is higher than 5, you can round up. I know I lost some of y'all new folks. Don't worry about it, but it's gonna make sense in time. But for all my old folks, this is gonna help you know if you over leverage it. Okay. Does that make sense to all my old folks in the line? And then I'll do one more example with a higher account size so y'all can see where this thing gets powerful. Okay. All right. So let's just say you had $1,000 in your account. Okay. What's 5% risk of 1,000? What's 5% risk of 1,000, guys? Mo, you work in in accounting there. You quick on your fingers with the math. Okay, so $50. 5% is of 1,000 is $50. So you should only be risking $50 per trade when you have $1,000 account. So now you're like, okay, so what lot size can I use to make sure I'm staying within my proper risk management if I'm using a 30 pip stop loss? So let's do the math. Your risk amount is $50. Okay. We're dividing it by the stop loss in pips. So we're dividing it by 30 pips. Okay. Which gives us 50 divided by 30. Y'all give me the math. What's 50 divided by 30? Tell me what I'm putting here. Make sure y'all following me. What's 50 divided by 30? Okay, 1.666, right? Once you get that, what do you do now? Now you divide that number by 10. What does that give us, Mo? $0.16. Okay, 0.16. Or if you're riskier, or 0.2. Now y'all see how you like, okay, I got $1,000 in my account. I want to get in this trade for Gilberto. With using proper risk management, you could do a 0.16 or 0.2. And y'all know what that means. That means that that's $1.60 or $2 per pip. So if you're going for a 20 pip move at $2 per pip, that one take profit one make you $40. If you're going for the double, just $80. Going for 100 pips, guys, that's $200. One trade with using proper risk management. So that means that even if the trade reverses and hits your stop loss and you lose $50, but that's okay. That's what you're willing to lose because that's your 5% risk. See, what makes us want to quit trading, okay? What makes us want to just give up on this whole process is when we got a $50 account and we enter a trade and we lose 20 to 50. That should never happen because the most you should ever lose in one trade using proper risk management is $2.50. How you lose 20 of your 50? That's almost 50% in one trade. That's crazy. That means if you lose twice, your account blown. But using proper risk management and you're only losing $2.50 per trade, you know how much times you got to lose before your money's gone? Our trade signals are 87% accurate. We are not going to let you lose 25 trades in a row. Hell no. So if you're using proper risk management, you can lose a couple trades, but you're going to win way more and you're always going to come out ahead. Guys, using this formula is going to help you last long term. The reason that a lot of us get stressed out and get overwhelmed and be glued to our phone and stressed out if a trade is in the red is because we're over leveraging. We're not practicing proper risk management. So you're losing too much. See, if I'm in a trade, like right now, okay, let's just say, I'm gonna just show y'all. Someone do my math real quick. Let's just see, okay? And then we'll close on this because I had y'all on here. I do appreciate y'all for hopping on too. Hope this is valuable. But think about this. In my trading account right now that I'm trading for the week, this account has $375 in it, okay? $375. So let's do the math real quick. Let's use the formula. Let's see what I should be trading this week or what I should be trading right now, okay? 375, 5% of 375 is $18.75, okay? $18.75 divided by 30 pip stop loss divided by 10, okay? That means that using proper risk management on my $375 account, I should never be trading higher than a 0.06 lot size. And if you guys check out my trades, what am I trading on all of my trades? Let me see. Hold on, sorry. What are my lot size on my trades? 0.05, and I have two that's 0.01s. So I'm using proper risk management. I'm not over leveraging. So if all of these trades, when I go to sleep, were to lose, the most I lost, I'm in 4 trades, right? Okay, If I was to lose all 4 of my trades, I would lose $75 of my $375 account, okay? On 4 losing trades, right? That ain't like some of y'all would be doing big. Y'all would lose $257 of your $300 account. I can live with $75 losing because I still got so much more money to continue making new trades. Now, I'm not going to lose all 4 of them trades. I'm telling y'all now. And typically I won't be in 4 trades at the same time at the same lot size. It's just because I'm really confident in the trades I put in. But even though I'm in multiple trades, none of them are higher than my lot size that I should be using. None of them are even a 0.06. Okay, 0.05 is the highest I went. So guys, I know this was a lot of information, but I wanted all of my new people to understand that don't be afraid of the MetaTrader app. It looks crazy because it's not what we're used to. You like what these numbers are. You don't need to calculate nothing. You don't need to be doing no math. All you got to do is look at the text messages that they sent out, look for the pair, type the numbers in, choose the type of trade it is, if it's sell limit or market execution, and place the trade. So what I want y'all to do when we hang up right now, before you go to bed right now, because this is how you start to make money in your sleep. The trade that was sent out in the group, okay, in Gilberto's group, I'm going to drop it in our Planets and Stars team just in case you guys miss it, okay? I want everyone to go to their MetaTrader 4, place the trade in your demo account. If you got real money in your account, place it in your real account, do a 0.01 lot size, place the trade, and go to bed. The trade may activate while we're sleeping, and in the morning you may wake up in profit. The best feeling in the world is when you wake up to money. We call that a sleeping bag. That means you secured the bag in your sleep. When you get your first sleeping bag and you wake up to money on your phone, everything gonna change. That's when you're gonna be a believer and you can take this thing serious because you did not have to clock in, you did not have to drive nowhere, you did not have to take any orders, and you made money. But you gotta make sure that you're staying plugged in, staying tapped in. We're gonna give you everything you need to get results. We want you to make money because when you make money, you're gonna tell people about it. So my goal is to help you make money as quickly as possible, but just make sure that you're doing your due diligence to stay plugged in. And when the trades come out, take them. Don't just look at them, place them in your phone, even if it's in demo. And if you need help doing this process, when you're placing the trade and you're unsure, send it to your sponsor. Send it to someone in the team, send it in our group. Someone will be like, hey, that number's mixed up. We're gonna help you, okay? We're gonna help you and make sure that you get the results as quickly as possible. So I appreciate y'all for hopping on, man. I know it's late. Y'all have a good night. Tomorrow we're back at it again. And just make sure you all place that trade that came out tonight in your phone. Okay, I'm gonna drop it in the group right now because if this is a winning trade and it hits overnight, I don't want to be the only one to make money. I want all of us to make money together. All right. So y'all have a good night. God bless. Talk to y'all soon. And let's run it up. Take care.